What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Concrete Edge right here on Deco-Crete TV. My name's Jeff, and on today's show, we're going to take a look at a few different types of concrete overlay mixes, the variety of looks they can create, and hopefully clear up any misconceptions that you might have about why you would use one over the other on your next overlay project. So stay tuned, and you're going to learn all about it. So with the popularity of concrete overlays at an all-time high and all the different mixes out there from a variety of different manufacturers, I mean, it can be a little bit overwhelming if you're new to this part of the business. And I mean, overlays are just such a great option for resurfacing concrete slabs that, don't really need to be tore out. They just need a facelift. And now, don't get me wrong here. Some slabs do need to be torn out. And I mean, if the concrete is in really bad shape structurally, an overlay is going to be pretty short-lived. But as long as it is a good solid slab of concrete, you can make it look good again, or who knows, maybe even better than it ever looked to start off with. The question is, what are you trying to make it look like? Just regular old broom concrete, something with some color, natural stone, hardwood, or maybe something highly custom. My point here is you've got to know the desired end look before we can even consider what type of mix to use. So we can really break things down into two main categories: stampable overlay and then everything else. Now, the everything else category, I mean, we could honestly go on about that for hours, but the stamped overlay option is pretty straightforward. As plain as I can put it, if you're planning on using concrete stamps, then you need to use a stamped overlay product. I mean, certain manufacturers might have catchy names for their stamped overlay mixes and others keep it simple, but the point is these mixes are all specifically designed to be stamped. I mean, it's made that you can put it down thick enough to take on that full texture and grout line of the stamping tool, and the way it sets up, when it's actually time to stamp, you're gonna be able to actually walk across those stamps just like you'd stamp concrete and not displace any of that overlay. Now, if you try to do all this with a thin overlay product, well, I can tell you that that won't work very good at all. And this is a way of creating the absolute closest possible thing to real stamped concrete. Now, on to the everything else part, and I promise I'm gonna try to keep this quick. I'm trying to really try hard not to ramble, but you guys all know me, so it does happen. So, broomed, swirled, stenciled, hand textured, smooth finishes, I mean, and so on and so on. That stuff is all created with what I would call a thin overlay. And the main differences between these products and that stamped overlay is going to be the gradation of sand that's in the mix. Now, I mean, there is a lot more to it than just that alone, but that is going to be the biggest noticeable difference to the installer, is just the size of that sand and how it feels when you pull a trowel across it. Now, an easy way of looking at this is the bigger sand means you can put it on thicker, but you won't be able to get it as smooth. And as the sand gets smaller, you're gonna lose that ability to put it on thick, but you'll be able to create a smoother end result. And this isn't just for comparing stamped overlay to everything else. I mean, thin overlays, they come in different options as well. We have our trowel mix, our micro topping, and our smooth micro topping, and it's the same concept. The trowel mix is gonna have the largest sands of these products, and this is perfect for broom finishes, hand textures, creating a stucco look on a wall, or if you just need to put that base coat down a little bit thicker to flatten out a rough substrate. Now, I mean, you can't put this on as thick as stampable overlay mix, but I kind of look at this one as the thickest of the thin overlay options. Now, most exterior jobs are gonna need some kind of texture, and a mix like this is going to be the go-to option. Now, if you're looking to create something a little bit smoother on the surface, then you're gonna need something with finer sand, and our standard micro topping can be applied thinner, and you can just get it a little bit smoother than the trowel mix. And then with the smooth micro topping, I mean, honestly, you won't even feel the aggregate in it at all when you're troweling it down. I mean, you can pretty much pull this stuff as tight as you want. And this is great for a final slurry coat on a floor or even a countertop, just to get things as smooth as possible. Now, all these mixes are available in white or gray, and we do have 30 different integral color options to go with it. But just keep in mind that those colors are formulated for the gray mix only, and if you mix them into the white, it is not gonna turn out like the color chart. So just a quick little recap here before we finish up. So the main factors that are going to determine which overlay mix to use are: if you want it to look like stamped concrete, always use stamp overlay. Plain and simple. Now, if you're not stamping it, then it is all about that desired thickness or how smooth or textured of a surface that you're trying to create. Now, we also have quite a few how-to videos on our YouTube channel about these products and all the different techniques. In fact, we have an entire playlist with over 30 videos that are all dedicated to nothing but concrete overlays. Well guys, that's pretty much it for this week's show. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in and watch these videos, man. We really do appreciate all the support that you guys show to the channel as well as Deco-Crete in general. So from all of us here at Deco-Crete TV, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.